Hi there. This presentation is divided into three parts: hydrological modeling, predictive modeling, and interactive dashboard. Starting with the first part. Hydrological modeling is used to simulate the rainfall runoff processes in a river basin. We are using a semi-distributed model SWAT, soil and water assessment tool. Digital elevation model, soil and land use land cover are ingested into the model and used to delineate the Kaveri River basin into 22 subbasins and 300 hydrological response units. SWAT model uses inputs to simulate streamflow at different outlets. SWAT CUP stands for SWAT Calibration and Uncertainty Programs and is used to calibrate the model at 4 locations for which inflow data is available. These graphs show the precipitation in blue, observed streamflow in black, and calibrated streamflow in red at Hemavati, KRS, Harangi, and Kabini. The table shows the performance measures of calibration at these locations. Future work in this part includes model validation, incorporation of management scenarios, integration of satellite and reanalysis products, and combining hydrological model results with the predictive model. The next part deals with predictive modeling. We are using machine learning to predict the basin storage capacity without any explicit understanding of the hydrology behind it and learn only from data. We take our inputs as storage, inflow, outflow, and precipitation leading up to the reservoir. These are then used in various machine learning models to predict the storage level capacity 30, 60, and 90 days ahead into the future. The data provided to us has about 10% data points missing. Luckily, most of these data points are in continuous chunks and before 2013 June. For more simple approach, we simply remove the data before 2013 and train the model from 2013 to 2020. Other methods have also been tried during experimentation, including interpolation by standard techniques and even using RNNs or recurrent neural networks. All the models are trained with mean square error loss using Google's free GPU Colab notebooks. Training is made fast with Adam Optimizer. The first architecture is a fully connected deep neural network. We have 3 hidden layers. We also make small improvements using a convolutional layer, making the model flexible to all input shapes. The second architecture is a part of recurrent neural networks called long short-term memory networks. They can process much longer sequences than RNNs. We encourage you to look at our scripts to see the various variants of LSTM that we have used. Our third architecture, WaveNets, is an interesting addition. Especially for time series, we do not know if anyone has applied this method successfully ever. The advantage of WaveNets is that we can process much longer time sequences than it is possible for LSTM, and we can also do it much faster. Here are the results for predictions with 6 different models. These predictions are of the validation and test datasets, which are 20% and 10% of the data respectively. That is, for about the last 2.5 years. The figure shown here predicts storage capacity 30 days ahead and shows RMSE and MAE values. These are our results of the predictive model performance assessment. Here is a sample visualization for a dense neural network that predicts 90 days ahead. Users will have the choice to choose the best model from all our predictive models. Explainability has recently been a big question for machine learning models. Machine learning models have always been considered to be a black box. We understand the importance of this question to water management committees in the real world. We want to show which input is important and how does it impact the outputs. The final product, which would be hosted on Google Cloud Platform, will take in daily input data and build predictions and visualizations. Each step from input to visualization will be divided into smaller modules, each module having its independent configuration, runtime. Finally, everything would be connected via containers using Kubeflow. This is the current progress of the work related to machine learning and AI/ML methods. Now coming to the interactive dashboard. This is a sample snapshot of our interactive dashboard. It is still a work in progress and we are doing it with Power BI. This is the work already done on the dashboard and also the remaining visualization to be done by the next round. The various technology that we have used in hydrological modeling, AI/ML modeling and data visualization on the dashboard have been shown here. And these are some of the assumptions and limitations of our work. Thank you.